to appeal to them to consider seriously a peaceful resolution to the conflict. Additionally, they participated in various peace talks, including the Lome talks, during which a peace accord was signed, leading to the end of the Civil War in 2002. However, in all
Liberty Online TV, the 1 year this November, and you know what in that mean.
And throughout the month of November, na celebration period. And as you know, na time we for coming and support Liberty Online TV for continue for doing work.
And the way how we go support Liberty Online TV for continue for the online, na for send we you support.
Now for send we you support through the orange money number where you see on the screen and the other bank details them as well for make we continue for do we work. This na Liberty Online TV 1 year celebration. Na Liberty Online TV, all voices count.
Watching Liberty Breakfast Show on Liberty Online TV.
All right, welcome back. You still watch the Breakfast Show on Liberty Online TV. We're sorry for that break day. We'll continue with the Breakfast Show as we still get Alhaji Alpha Khan at the studio, the presidential spokesman there this morning. We talk about waiting on the happen at the presidency. We don't begin to talk about the latest appointments where the president make last night, and we therefore can focus on the work way the presidents in Liberia can make. Na Salone when a walking visit, they end up signing a communique. Waiting inside this communique and how we will get for benefit Salone people. But also, you will watch the program in case you get any question for ask or comments for make. Send them in the comment section, na the different platform them also na the watch we. And we come over again to Alhaji Alpha Khan as we don't look briefly at the latest appointment where the president be make. Then we just go into the main issue of the day. We get to do with the work where we see the Liberian president can do. Yesterday we see the end of the two foreign ministers and sign communique on behalf of Salone and Sef on behalf of Liberia. We see them going to a communique. But now we go to the start first. Waiting to initiate this worker. Why Sierra Leone invites over the president for Liberia for come? What happened?
Thank you very much.
The Creole people, they say, good neighbor better pass far away fumble. Liberia now we neighbor. Now we very, very good neighbor. Liberia and we get a shared geography. They're in the same area of the world, the earth. We get a shared history. The modern history of Sierra Leone and Liberia very similar. FIBA. 1787, we in Salone welcome my brother and sister them from England, where they don't care go there. And they did it today, descendants and there. 30 years later, Liberia said, welcome the Americo-Liberians in 1817. And those two communities shape the direction of the two countries because they come with modern education, Western education, scientific education, medical education, legal education. They come with theological education, come with the church. They bring religion, can introduce them into West Africa, this part of Sierra Leone and Liberia. And this legacy, we get them. So we get similarities there. But beyond that, and even before that, the people in Liberia and the people in Sierra Leone are almost the same people. We have the same names. Yesterday, one of the delegates, I think is a minister or something, in Liberia, I asked him, what's your name? Now I said, my name is Molly Kamara. Now I said, Mola. He said, yes, you people call it Mola in Sierra Leone. I said, so you're Mola Kamara? I said, well, you're not Timni Manu. So in that case, we are very similar. But the president himself emphasized that. President Boakai. He said, he goes to school in Kenema. He attended the K school, then at the Kenema Secondary School. And he lived in Sierra Leone. He said they talk Mende very well. He talk Gizi. He talk Kono. He talk Creole. He said even the Timni Sef, and Kolwe bin dey to na Kenema, now Timni woman they married, so you can't sell him in Timni. So for him, it's a homecoming. And that is a reason why if you come. For there, you can see how in former country, who say he grow up, they do these days. And it happened for BC also. We get a democratically minded president in Sierra Leone. And himself don't show the commitment to democracy. As vice president of Liberia, he contests for succeed in former president, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. But you know him, President George Weah win, and narrowly. But where people they want to agitate, they tell them, say, I want you people to know that today Liberia has won. He says, so we have to support this new administration for that we shall develop and for peace and cohesion. That's an example. Excellency President get that similar situation. In 1996 he was president. But he tell me, say, after 3 months, he could get a democratic relation. And he did that. 2018, when we win election, he called maybe the APC. He called, he say, I am asking the APC led by Dr. Samura Kamau, I can't join me. Make we work. Well, maybe in Grapo, I go join. I make us there. That is why he's not for surprise, because he's a Democrat. Me, I've been spokesman for APC. I am still spokesman for him here today. So he should say these two people, they get similarity. The countries, they get similarity. So it's important because for Liberia sneeze, and Sierra Leone go to Kechikolo, and vice versa. So we go for make sure, see, if I want Liberia to be peaceful, no, Sierra Leone also for be peaceful, so that nothing will go overflow. We see when the war started in Liberia. Charles Taylor tell me clear on BBC, says Sierra Leone go test the bitterness of war. Whether it had been prophecy or whether it had something we below the plan, it happened to us. So when you neighbor get problem, as they can say, if you neighbor in us the bond, now forget to what happen, make happen. So that is why we need to forget this, what man call a symbiotic relationship. How we need the breathe, we say for the breathe at the same time. But if we say that for breathing, breathe, it's going to cause problems. Even the president reminded me yesterday that in the 1980s, Sierra Leone and Liberia nearly went to war because the two presidents are not in the get on. Dr. Shaka Stevens and President Samuel Doe in the get-on. So they even deploy soldiers, Liberian soldiers, to the border in Kailahu. But when the soldiers got there, they talk Mende, the people then talk Mende. They talk Gisi, the people then talk Gisi. They don't fire one gun. So the fact no right, because we are the same people. I say even the food yesterday, you kind of tangase, na eat nabo, and all that kind of thing. And so it shows you, it's not tangase, na kasada. Na kasada, we then they boil, they make us with pepper soup, and then called tangase. We eat it here, and it's more eaten in the south, especially in Bond, and all that side, and they say that is what we enjoyed. So we have similar cultures, we have similar foods, we have similar names. I just gave you the example of Molai Kamara, and I see the ambassador of Liberia to Nigeria is called Alhassan Conte. It's Alexei Komopotloko. It's the same. There's the same people, and he even mentioned, say, he and former Vice President Victor Fo are very close, relationship-wise. He asked for her yesterday, and luckily VP Fo was there, so able for. We greet each other, and we tell a story of how they knew each other before.
The MOU where the two countries they don't sign Alhaji, what in Salone stand for benefits from this particular communique where they don't sign?
The most important for me, I always call it the LCM, the least common multiple. Now, a peaceful coexistence with your neighbor. Very, very important. I just give you the example when the two presidents were not getting along, we nearly went to war. Now we don't need that. And if then two presidents they get on together, then we know see at least our backs are covered from the Liberian side. From the Guinean side also, we have tried to make friendships with the people who are there and the presidents were there. So we know see when neighbors are covered, they cover, we say they cover them back. So that is one big take away from that. The other one are the freedom of movement of people between the two countries. We know they happen anyway. In fact, when we were younger, when we go to school, with the pride we say for these churches in Liberia and pull them, because now they find merchandise they come out through the Kwendu market. The younger area, and so that is a second. That's a trade and a relationship. When the deepening of democracy, supporting each other, is there, and also there is the inter-regional cooperation in terms of agriculture and food security. Both presidents, they're passionate about agriculture. President Maada Bio, a farmer. President Joseph Boakai Jr. Senior is also a farmer, and in fact, in a mechanized farmer, he even gets a machinery sales company before he became president. He's still running that. They sell tractors and things like that. So they're passionate. So there are things that we make them what they call. That is another takeaway. Food security is another takeaway. The security of peaceful and security is also another one. And then the free movement of peoples. And of course, it mentioned education. You see in Can School in Freetown, in Sierra Leone. You see, you want to see the day when Peking in the season sit NPSC say one go school in Liberia, may they go that. Not even in Monrovia, sometimes for go for Yakama or for go to Mesurado or something like. Get to know the people and then come over. The others also can. That way you build friendships, you build relationships, you build peace and cohesion and coexistence. Now that the president.
The mention of food security, and this is a concern to so many people, especially for the food produce them where in the food commons and salon for one other country. As this week's we've been get a discussion, like for example, we rice, we pepper, we palmine, and all of them things. And how this communique they bring value into this in terms of illegal trading, pulling salon commodity then commonaya where we within a salon not get enough, but people can prefer for go sell in neighboring countries them. Whose value this they bring into this for ensure say they're not the pull and commodity illegally can go to other country, but it's supposed for the year.
Well, first of all, international trade, for you buy which you not get in your country. Then thing they mention pepper, this and that. Liberia get them. If person can go, sometimes just want to get some foreign exchange, they go do business for they buy other things then for come. It's always not to keep the money there. When you go there, you buy, you can go, you do buy other things the way they come back with the benefits. And I make this free movement of goods and people within the Mano River Union. So for me, I don't see that much of a negative, because if me they pull something where other person want, I go pull more. I don't go talk see work no day. I will go na farm. I go plant potato. I will go plant pepper. I know see they want in Liberia, so I don't want them. So if I sell now, do I will carry and go other side. And I got Gary today, Guinea, na Gary and Walrus na and they eat. Me sef na I dey panam. I dey plant potato, cassava. I dey plant rice. But that's not for it now. But if at some point I get excess and Guinea man they want time, I dey carry and go there because where I get them. Then get flour.
But this is not excess we are talking about. Not like where they don't sell enough, don't they, then they move with them.
But you're not starving. You're not starving. Nobody is starving in Sierra Leone.
Nobody knows.
No, nobody knows starve. No, nobody knows starve. There's it's not starvation, not famine.
Nobody knows starve, yes. Affordability come to mind.
Yes, affordability is the function of demand and supply. So for make we afford them, let a lot more of us. I make the president, they try to encourage people to say, let us plant. The ground no refuse. Forgive potato where you plant them. The ground no refuse. Well, now you refuse for go put your hand there. We tell the people they say, that hand, we know the tire for touch dirty. You know the tire for go na mouth. So the thing is that is what I believe. If I tell you I'm pantemne, you see kata, I came to pan rotofi. So when this is a simple proverb saying we parable we go make people them say dignity is in labor. If you want to get your independence, your own food security, do it yourself. I watch the birds in the morning when I go to Port Loco. When I grab, I get a leader, they take a lead, then go. Hala, hala. When they carry in the morning, no, in the evening, no more noise. Because they all don't go, it's good one. Some go put things in they're not for bring for the small picking them. So everybody has to look for what they are doing. What government they do, now for show you how for do them, now for guide you. And that is what the Minister of Agriculture is doing. That is what the Feed Salone program by President is doing. For show people there, for buy the machines, for do everything. Right now, me are reap harvest. A lot of other ministers and other big people, and then a family harvest. I am not to be one go eat that one day. A lot of us will eat. I mean, they sell like Guinea. I know they sell Liberia. Now, you also are the seller. And the fact that the rice in Sierra Leone, now the favorite yanda, na Guinea. For people they're working, the affluent people, they know they eat no rest. Then they eat the rest what they call le riz du pays. That is the country rest. From Sierra Leone, you come now Sambu by now, na Mondolo by now, na Lokomasama, Bentiwala, Babara. Then they deal with them boats for buy the rest, for cargo. But we don't want them. Even when you put it there, even me going and picking them when I plant, they say I know they eat them. Last month, I know they buy no rest again. Now me know why they plant now for it. Then they pit them also. But go eat. If you're not hungry, you will eat. Now you want let Chinese man go bring rest for you. Now Chinese man, if I also say the work and total and come it's going to be expensive. What? So then we all this idleness with the sit down, we know the agree for going to farm. Listen, if you not believe say, not to office no more, na work. Farm safe na work.
Alhaji, one of the highlights of the visit of President Boakai yesterday to President Bio, now he commend them for the Feed Salone program.
Yes.
Because based on what they read and based on what they happen at the reality on the ground are two different things.
Tell me.
President Boakai really say the Feed Salone program not on to be a success.
Really? The Feed Salone program, if I ask you a question, when did it start? Less than a year ago. Not so? First, he introduced them by a manifesto. He won the elections in August. All right, the planting season was in March, April. They don't plant. And now with the harvest, when will you feel that you go feel the Feed Salone? You go feel up the rest harvest this year. Now with the so October, November, December, you will see us. You will see the difference. In some parts, I know see Kailangu right now. They know they eat imported rice. They have rice from their own because now then they first harvest. Then Moyamba is another side. When they say they eat the rest. Me no. I know they eat Chinese man rest. So the Feed Salone will get effect. When you get time, you go plant stick, you take time for grow. And the rice, the minimum of 6 months. You get a shorter variety in 3 months. But the large harvest are the swamps. Now then they begin harvest.
Alhaji, what you go say to critique where goes one for say the way how government people they talk about the Feed Salone, if not so efforts for be done come out from government, maybe nobody not for go na bid now angry.
How much people there in our government? We are not more than 20,000. If we talk about it and we put effort, and then the rest of the 8 million people not do nothing, how will we able to feed 8 million people? The talk we talk now for let people they know see, we try for sensitize them, we try for raise them hopes, aspirations. For me, I know see if they go in our field, they go in the farm, they will get something. Go plant cassava, see if the cassava not go born. All you have to do is let me tell you something that I noticed. I mean, they go Matru the other day, and the road with the bill. When they grade the dirty, they put on the side. Normally for we na dirty, but this dirty bokuna road. You know what they do there? The people they go cut kasada thick, then chuk them. When did it pass now? That's so kasada along the dirty way they just pull. So that is initiative. That is thinking outside the box. You don't know what say we government this with government. How many of us are in government? Well, not over 20,000, my friend.
The Feed Salone program, is it a reality or just a white elephant?
It is a reality because now we flagship program, and that is what we are working on. The government, they buy machines, they bring them. The government, they bring the inputs. They bring fertilizer, they bring seedlings. The government, they go, now the farm day, then they go help people. This year, we plowed over 30,000 hectares for people. The government do that one day for people. They give them the seedlings, and the people, they harvest now. We even give them the machines. So it's a reality. For saying now for go do that in the past, me go cook and back, I put some for you on a table, then that is difficult.
As per your estimation, when the government really, based on return on the plan and waiting Salone gets for this Feed Salone, when people go there na a country like this, where we go, they grow and they eat all everything we need, we go down the salon as per the feeding salon. When are the exact same?
This Feed Salone program is a 5-year program. It starts from 2023, 24 to 2028. So that's the period we are hoping. That if you honor all, and also you're busy here, you're working to do so. The world, na jigsaw puzzle, all man get to decide where they fit. Those way they cut out for, made able for go plant, if they all grab go plant, we all put them together. Believe me, but see, when we talk about Feed Salone here, people only think about rice. Rice is not the only food that can satisfy you or give you nutrients where go make you live. You get cocoyam, you get potato, you get cassava, you get yam itself, you get corn, you get maize, you get sorghum. You have so many things that you're doing. Which is what makes how Nigeria got out of the problem of rice shortages. In around 1975, when President Shehu Shagari came, the Nigerians, all man, rest. You know what he did? He stopped the import of rice. They say, let me eat what they do. So people begin plant yam, begin plant cassava, this and that, and then time now waiting, full time now, you go give Nigerian man chop, you call him pan chop. You don't see fufu. You don't see gari, you don't make to fufu. Or pound of jam. You know what he'll tell you? He says, swallow no there. I'm not going to eat this one. Because they're not used to rice anymore. They eat it only occasionally, in a jollof rice. When they get occasion, they plant rice. But that 3 times a day, they eat Nigeria and fire at 11 o'clock, and they eat breakfast.
Election, people don't begin see waiting the Feed Salone really to produce by the next election, where it could be 2028?
Well, I can't talk about the election in 2028. I can't talk about Feed Salone and waiting people go to see in the next 5 years. So in the next 5 years, by 2028, if my election time, fine. And if the election time, you can meet up plan, they fine. But me, no see, in 5 years' time, according to the president in program, we was set. If we all get involved, government as well as ordinary citizens, they say get involved in this. Get sensitized. Get agree we could get out of this quagmire, vicious cycle of food insecurity. If we all put hand inside, in 5 years' time, we'll be able to foresee the difference. And even this year, by December, January, you'll be able to see the difference. You go apply now, all man, they pam. Then festival them, because there's plentiful rice, they all don't harvest the upland rice.
The Feed Salone a government flagship for the next 5 years, but the previous flagship for 2018 to 2023, when at the free quality education, still they get challenged. How government going to ensure, say, by the time we reach to the next 5 years, we know where issues of challenge again from the Feed Salone program?
I'm glad you brought the example of the free quality school education. School education, as we know it, started in 1787, then in 1847, 45, grammar school and all that, in Annie Walsh. And then, of course, we own preschool in Apotloko in 1906. Then you start. Up till today, up to 2018, you didn't get problems. At that time, we would pay school fees. People are not able to go to school because of money. Me and no colleagues of mine in primary school, we've been very good, we've been intelligent, we do all-rounders, then drop out of school because of 8 shillings and 4 pence. Some of you don't know what 8 shillings and 4 pence is. You call it 84 cents now. It's less than 1 leon. Now, end up in the school fee. We don't even pay that day. When you have a family, children up to 3 or 4, something like 1 you're able to pay for. The rest they go on a farm. So when President Bio came, he said, this is unforgivable. Let me make education accessible, because education are the best way for transform person from extreme poverty to some kind of respectable livelihood. So let's make the education, the school fees, and remove them and make it free. And we see the number of people where they go to school now. Hardly do you go to a village in the sea Peking, we don't reach 5 years when they go to school. Hardly. First time, no they go. None, because of school. He's done that, so it's making difference. Like I told you, in 2022, you say you get education. It's everywhere they go school, when we sit GCE in St. Francis for go university. And we too no more we get a qualification for go university at that time. All right? And then we can grammar school. Some of us decided to go to sixth form. When we go there, now we're almost out of about 40 or 50 boys. So then at 10 we get qualification for go university. Some of them dropped out because of access for school things. But never only finished. They are just land, my dear. They are Mabel. In 2022, 122,000 school children qualified for go university. Even if they don't go, but they get that qualification, not pass. We first time that we two no more be. Dr. Shekudao and myself in St. Francis at that time, because you count them the fingers of one hand. But now, you're not able to count them, but you measure them by the bushel. The only way they go to university. That is why now in Muslim Phoebe College, starting this year, and they can begin start online education free. So if you're not able to go into the walls of Phoebe College, you can follow, and it's free of charge. We are improving that. But first thing I say in town, it's better not to do so online. This is not American internet they use. No, that's Salone internet. It's working. Before it wouldn't work. Now they see me in New York, they see me in Washington, they see me in Zimbabwe, and all that. Because of the internet, it's improving. You know, Rome was not built in a day. Now small. So we depend step by step, and you are contributing to those steps. Look at our media has changed completely. First time, one green television station will get my this country also. Now you have your own because of the availability of the access mechanisms and all that. So the country is improving. Let me clap for ourselves small. Thank you.
Increase where you will make mention of access, especially for the free quality education. But we also know that the teachers are not happy when it comes to the conditions of service. And even now, the ultimatum when the government almost elapsed way for make them strike.
I don't know anything with teacher happy. I know a few happy teachers actually. Dr. Bello, he be making job. By Spain, na collegiate and grammar school, making job. By SP Johnson, they love their jobs. They were teachers. NS Kanu, those are people. Now, they are exceptional people. But like how them, they elect their jobs. They enjoyed it. Palenga Koroma them. They loved that. Cheka Kanu, they were good teachers. But I'm not saying these teachers are not good. Let me just give you an example for say, whatever you do, you're not going to be a teacher, you please them. In 1964, they introduced Lotto in Sierra Leone. Not Lotto, they call it state lottery. 1964. The first person who win the Presta Prize, now we teacher na put local, teacher Shegbende Kamara. Shegbende Kamara won 1,000 leons. For show you how important that 1,000 leons was at the time, and when you can repair, almost teacher them in the PM at that time. Shegbende won give that 1,000 leons. Prime Minister Albert Magai go Port Loko for go present the check. All the paramount chiefs in Sierra Leone went to Port Loko. We danced for 1 week for that 1,000 leon. I'm serious. We danced for 1 week in Port Loko. For 1 week with teacher Winam. Teacher said when they didn't get that check, the next day I resign. You know what you go do? You go bring motors. It's an SCOA. You buy 2 Peugeot 404. You buy land, Nalonsar. Build 2 houses. You marry 2F. You open 2 shop. You resign. Then he is happy because the money don't come. So if you don't hear a teacher happy, it's difficult for them to get all within the satisfied. Almost teacher segment that they will able to make. And when we do that, we go try no more for all man able get the livelihood we able get. But for say it will give person full satisfaction for their happy, it will be very difficult. Except for the dedicated teachers like a Pabelo them, like a Paspain them, like a SP Johnson, and all the kinds in the NS Kanu. Sheka Kanu them, these are the people, Palagao them, who love teaching at the time.
The concern when they get here is waiting really the challenge with and the subvention the government they give in terms of school fee subsidies to the schools then. Per child, according to the teachers, government up to now they give 10,000 units, when at 10,000 units, the old units per child. And according to them, this money not they do for run the schools, but government they expect say the free quality education for being successful.
But I don't tell you say Rome was not built in a day. Rome was not built in a day. What about those days When government not be the give 8 shillings and 4 pence for let Pekin and go school. 8 shillings and 4 pence, 84 cents. Now they give 10,000 loans. I just give you the example of 1,000 loans. What you do to teachers check them I put local. It's a big leap from 0 to 10,000. There will be a time when they will give them 20,000, 30,000. But where would that be? First, when we stop for the pool with money now, go to its mining country, go buy rice. Rice we will plant now. Then we left for the Comuna, go Holland, go buy Yabas. We will plant number 10, Lokomasama and Longe. Then we left for the pool with money now, go buy tomatis. Only the fresh one we're able to plant away time it's been of health there. So when we do that, the money will stay in this country. And that money then it will go into other things like increasing school subsidies. So now people insist this Feed Salone, not to just no more for Itu. It is to improve the economy and to improve the jobs and everything for other people. Do you make people then take them serious? Now and then I go remove it. In India, where we see today, so India in the 1960s, they had food insecurity, famine, and all that. And they go take one professor we then call Nyuma na Iowa, who say President goes to recently go. I mean the guest, but the Nyuma Award food prize. That man then go change India, and what he go do? Na plant, he go show them how for plant today. Then they export rice, then they export lots of foods for us.
Now we come back to President Boakai in visit to Sierra Leone. One of the things that will be topical from where His Excellency Boakai comes Salone. Now in journey from Liberia to Salone, he passed through by road till he come Freetown. And a lot of people don't compare how His Excellency Boakai and President Bio. If that be President Bio for the go Liberia, so plenty people only speculate for don't fly rather than use road.
President Boakai, now a sentimental journey he make. He retraces in childhood. President Boakai, according to history, he walked 300 miles from Foyakama to Monrovia in search of education. 300 miles when he was a child. All that nostalgic things. Now that road he take. He wanted to retrace that. And then when he came at the border in Sierra Leone, Kenema was his next stop. Also he go school. He able to sit exam, he go college. Now those things are something you don't buy that with money. You don't buy that by flying. You retrace it. He wanted to do that. He want to come. You see the people. He come na Jandema. He come down. He shall be the paramount chief. He sit on there. They keep company and all that. It gives him pleasure. He is some whatever other things he was thinking about. It relax him. And the journey for him was a journey of rediscovery of his childhood. So he chose that. President Bio no get a history there with Liberia. So, going to Liberia is just by road. It's an arduous thing when you can fly quickly and go and come back. And President Bio, when you go to Liberia...
Taxpayers' money?
I am sitting here at the expense of taxpayers' money because they pay me to talk to you. Yeah. The taxpayers have to pay to run the country. You know, in Romans chapter 13, verse 1 to 4, God said, the people on earth, therefore respect the leaders given unto them, for they are chosen by God. He said, but you also say, go and look at it, I think it's verses 16 or 17 in that same thing. He said, pay them their taxes, because they are looking after you, so that they can run their businesses. They can run their own affairs, and spend time to protect you. So the taxpayers' money, now osusu for put for the security. Now osusu for put for the education. Now osusu for put for the safety we will get in this country. Now osusu for put for the good roads we will get and all that. So we pay that to a leader. We all cannot be leaders. Now one person, they ant themselves foolish. Then get what they call the queen ant. In one grain, you know they work. All man they go work. Like you see them inside ant them. Where they will go put something in the bin camp. For inside they will go give the queen ant, make him leave. another, because she's the head. And from there, and then they come together, small as they are, you will see the anthills when they build something tall past myself. You can wonder how they did that. It's organization. So if man is organized, and God don't tell you, see, when you are organized, I'm going to give you leaders. When I give you those leaders, respect them and pay them their taxes so that they can look after you on earth. So for me, I think it is a fulfillment of the word of God. It's a fulfillment of the necessity of being a human being and society. The animals don't have that. Most of the animals don't have that. But the ants have that. The bees have that. Some of the small insects have that. They are organized into colonies. This is our colony, the colony of the human being, and the colony of Sierra Leone, not in terms of colonization, European colonization, in terms of sociological colonization. That is where we are. You have leaders, and God give you these leaders. We pay for them. So if he has to go to Liberia for a 1 hour or 2 hours meeting and come back and run the state, lay fly. Lay fly. I don't tell you where that man come. He wanted to see back the roads that he took. That man walked for 300 miles from Foyakama to Monrovia in search of education. He came from a very modest background. I won't call it poor. It's modest, like most of us do in Sierra Leone. So these are the kind of things, when you hear President Bio say a few stories, but he will tell you those things that are sentimental to him, that are of value to him. He likes to repeat them when he has spare time. He's coming to Sierra Leone. Why fly? I can see Bo. I can see Jendema. I can pass through Foyakama. I can pass through all those places that I passed through before I became what I am today.
The issue is saving taxpayers' money.
The issue is saving time of the leader also.
So why?
The leader get
why President Boakai when he decide for save? That's not your explanation.
We're fine. So that means
President Boakai gets his own explanation.
Well, go and ask him. I can't tell you. This is what my explanation is. And I know that is what he said. That he has the sentimental necessity to do that journey. I just told you. But if you really want to know what's in the inside mind, now for go ask him.
Based on the communique where the two countries don't sign, in terms of border security, what's in a plan for do?
In terms of border security, well, there's the joint border patrol anyway, between us and Guinea, between us and Liberia, and between Liberia and Guinea. They're there all the time. And they're going to strengthen that. They're going to resource them, make it more effective. They're going to make sure that nobody uses the territory of Liberia to destabilize Sierra Leone. Nobody uses the territory of Sierra Leone to destabilize Liberia. They must need a platform to enter. Nobody can go to Nigeria and plan something to come and attack Sierra Leone without having to go through Liberia or Cote d'Ivoire.
We see the last time, the leader and Guinea, we don't come defend President Bio also, but after we go, after some time, we begin hearing issues again at Yenga.
Well, I think you should go to Yenga. They say the issues we report, most of it is social media reporting. The truth and the understanding that we have with Guinea still stands. Yes, there are border issues, but there are colonial maps which have been referred to a committee that is looking at it. But you can't stop the behavior of individuals. If somebody see one Guinea soldier man wear uniform, he walk come across into Yenga. He go alarm, I go take picture. Oh, soldier don't come. But you don't even know what he's come to do. We're the same way so we can cross over. I just gave you the example of the time when President Doe tried to threaten Sierra Leone with war. The soldiers themselves, and they crossed into Kailang. But when they reached there, they noticed, these are not people for fight, these are my people. So that kind of thing happens. Because there are people, they can go in and out. How did we get Ebola into Sierra Leone? Now somebody died of Ebola in Guinea, in Kisidugo or something like that. People from Yenga went there to commiserate. Now they say, go to Tanibran camp. Nobody will stop the border and all that at that time. But yes, border security is paramount for us. And that is what is in the communique to strengthen it. And the Mano River Union, if they get in it, in strength, they will help for reduce incidences of that. You cannot stop these things
How long
totally.
President Boakai this salon for?
Well, he's here today. Well, I think he's leaving tomorrow morning. And I even heard talk, say, they think about going to Kenema for visit the K school. I don't know, that has not been confirmed, but there are plans, the suggestions that he might do that. So he's on a sentimental journey as well as a working visit and reinforcing regional cooperation.
Any plan from your boss, His Excellency Bio, for doing his return visit to Liberia?
Oh, definitely. There will be a reciprocal visit. Well, that will be announced and you will know when that is done. A state visit.
All right. Before you left with Alhaji, you did talk.
If I want to go, if I decide to go, what you do? You can't drag me.
You will wrap up the program.
All right. Okay.
You don't go carry, talk things them around the presidency. Yeah, you might not talk too deep about the SLPP politics because you are not there. Well, official will not see it. You present a party card, say you did it. But only there is so many issues about the succession of His Excellency President Bio. During a conversation then, you don't get conversation about how a plan in transition?
Yeah. President Bio in times, very, very, very precious time. And he has 4 years to go. He has a promise. He gets a promise we don't make the people of Sierra Leone. The Feed Salone program now one. The development of the human capital through education and energy and all that, not two. 3, the infrastructure, and 4, of course, the internet we talk about. And of course, revamping the public service. Those are all mammoth things where they're busy to do. At the moment, succession not in a table because we don't give him a mandate because this time I vote for him. 2018 I not been vote for him. This time I vote for him. We don't get a mandate for around this country and succeed in the Feed Salone program. So he's busy with that. Believe me, you can't stop people thinking or I wouldn't say fantasizing and all that kind of thing, hallucinating, hopeful thinking, wishful thinking. It happens. Everybody wants for, but that is not affecting government. Government is on.
Where sedentary happen outside, say people in
I don't ask you. I don't tell you. See, you want me to go into President Bio's mind. You're not a psychologist.
Yes, spokesman.
But that is not what we talk about. Succession not in our table now. We don't talk about those things.
If you get the opportunity now for advice, you go on for give an example of waiting be happen at a first term party. We shall see 28 people, even you, be the part of them people then they been come out. On a first term leader, not be manage that situation they well. You go on for
well, let me tell you first of all, then 28 people and they were manufactured.
How?
Thank you. A very few of us been come out say we want. Me and 2 others from Port Lockhart and Mr. Honorable Petito and of course Minka Luma, sorry. But we did not make noise about that until 2017. So we don't start 4 years before. And when this TSO, the former leader, him get your own idea, if we want to give justification to the people for say, now we them boku, so I don't know who that for choose, Ahibam. Me, a witness, inside the hall for the convention, we didn't get a list. We Honorable, the Ambassador of Usman Fode Yansane, they hold this list. They go and meet people. You want to be flag bearer? You want to be flag bearer? Write your name now. I swear to this day. In the hall. So they manufactured them. For giving impression, say we too boku. That is why he chose somebody totally outside of the melee. It's matter. They cannot. You want to be leader? Yeah, you want to be reason? Then you write your name. You say right now. You write your name.
You write your name?
I mean, the name don't day long before. Now for So sort of downplay your own importance at the time for say all my want, so I don't give nobody. They did that.
So now part of the 99 tactics and that's where
99 plus half. I'm sure that was part of it. I never thought something like that would happen. They did it. And to be very, very frank, you can ask Dr. Samura Kamara. When we go, they say for go take a bus, for go join one bus, for go na the hall. Me, I'm not green. I mean, Keke go. It's the first day. When the second day, my wife say, if you're not going to the bus until they go disqualify you, and that. So this time, I took the Keke to the racing field and then transfer to the bus. Now, when I go inside the bus, when you enter the door, and then I meet Dr. Samura Kamara sit down. He put in foot so you sit down. Okay, for pass. He was the first in the bus. Like I say, my Yusuf there. That is Yusuf the contest. That same day, that was the first day I knew that he was a contender.
But if they attend the dinner them where the first time president, they invite people.
The last one. There was a dinner on a Tuesday. We go, President Aniskuruma, I canceled the dinner. I say, well, I'll go. But on Thursday, they called me back and said, come for the dinner. That time, Samura Kamara there. So that was already an indication, say, why is he here? And Alhaji Ambassador Almami Kamara, he asked them. He said, Mr. Leader, Mr. President, so what is this man doing here? Then I mean in Samura Kamara. What is this man doing here? I mean in Cherry Coco. So what are they doing here? They're not contenders. This is not for contenders for the presidency, for the flag. But what are they doing here? It was not answered. He said, oh God, this is APC in one party. But that was the suspicion. But the first time I knew that Dr. Samura Kamara had any intention, that the day.
But they always add the name, they're not being forced them. For add the name on the list.
No,
which means that we are willing.
Yeah, they ask you 1B. No,
but they're not they force you. Asking you doesn't mean they are
of course, you ask me for 1B flag bearer, and that is, cost me nothing. I say, okay, put my name. No, I will put my name. So, but what do you do there in that minute?
Alhaji, for advice now is Excellency for handle in succession or transition period in a way they not get to waiting be happen to una. Waiting at the one green word we go tell them.
The one green word is that Your Excellency President Julius Maada Bio, the people of Sierra Leone don't choose you for make you deliver on the 5 game changers. 5 big game changers. There are other game changers. And these are Feed Salone, these are human capital development, health and education, these are infrastructure, this is the public service reform and others. Pay attention to that. That is what your legacy will be remembered by. Make sure you succeed in those. When the time comes for the conventions, I am sure there will be committee meetings and things like that and all that. And if I am asked, I'll give my advice. But I'm sure what happened to the APC, everybody don't see him, including President Bio. The man was very observant, very intelligent, and he did learn. So I say concentrate and leave your own legacy in the sands of time.
Thank you very much. Honorable Alhaji Alpha Kanwe joined me this morning for Kangi insight into the visit of President Joseph Boakai Sr. Hopefully we'll bring you come back and it will get for do the presidency as you know the official mouthpiece for the president. Many thanks for joining me this morning.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, well now the end the breakfast show for today. Many thanks to Princess Pias who produced the program, Musa Saokoma, Emmanuel Malik Campbell, and Abdul Kabu Nadengi support to the production team. Mina Khadija Bangura, they say have a blessed day.
All right, and don't forget if you not get your ticket yet for next week Friday when at Liberty Online TV we great dinner and dance. Now for come now with 33 Battle Street office or call 074 200 545 or anybody in contact we get for Liberty and you go secure your tickets. Until we meet again, Mabel Kabade say get a good day and goodbye.